So we know that the PAP has declared Singapura Muslims community leaders are the Malay PAP MPs. We are not allowed to have any other leadership structure. Everything must go back to the PAP. But that alone is not enough to control the community. They needed to make sure every other aspect of Muslim life leads back to the party. Organizations from Mendaki to the Islamic Council of Singapura, MUIS, are owned by the PAP government. The PAP minister or PAP-linked president of Singapore appoints the leadership of both Mendaki and MUIS, from the president to the council to even the mufti. It stands to reason that only those approved by the PAP are invited or accepted into these organizations. But control over Muslim life does not end with MUIS. The PAP, through the Internal Security Department, organized the creation of the Religious Rehabilitation Group, RRG. It was set up supposedly to counsel Muslims arrested by the ISD, to rehabilitate them. But its larger role is to legitimize detention without trial in Singapura. With a group of Islamic teachers appearing to support such detentions, the ISD has a free hand to detain PAP's political opponents as long as they can label them a threat to the state. The RRG's endorsement of this arrest helps ensure silence or even support from the Muslim community. As Walid Jumlat observed, RRG works extremely closely with the government, to the extent that many perceive RRG to be government stooges. But the greater damage came through the Islamic Teachers and Scholars Association of Singapore, PERGAS. PERGAS, once a defender of Islamic life in Singapore, under the leadership of Almarhum Ustaz Abdullah Al-Jufri, used to take the government to account for their actions against Muslims and Islam. But since the formation of the RRG, PERGAS has become docile. It is now PAP compliant. One reason is that Ustaz Hazmi Hassan, who the ISD approached to form the RRG, was also made president of PERGAS. Walid Jumlat's interviews with a former PERGAS member revealed, PERGAS post-RRG has taken a totally different approach. I can understand that PERGAS sees a need to restore the government's faith in the community, and hence it is no longer confrontational. Another Ustaz warned, PERGAS is getting too close to the government. Being close is alright, but getting too close is not advisable. Through the RRG, the ISD and the PAP gained control over PERGAS. This control was cemented when PERGAS and MUIS created the Asatizah Recognition Scheme, ARS, also chaired by the ISD-linked RRG founders. The ARS decides who gets to teach Islam in Singapore. Several local asatizah who studied in Malaysia or Al-Azhar have been banned from teaching. Their crimes? Rejecting the riba-based economic system, questioning secularism in Singapore. Having ARS certification is now seen as a badge of credibility. But it also means these asatizah are accepted by the PAP. These are the individuals the PAP approves to teach Islam. Most asatizah and Muslims in Singapore do not see it that way. The system is so entrenched that to question it feels impossible. The PAP decides who our leaders are, who our teachers are, what kind of Islam we are allowed to practice. It is a jealous Lord, one that will tolerate no challenge.